I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't understand it. If your knee hurts, you're like, oh, there's something wrong with my knee, and I probably need to go to a doctor, maybe go to the knee doctor and figure out what's going on. I couldn't even do that. But I knew I wanted to go back to work, because I was like, I want to get healthy and go back and be successful and finish my career on my terms. And in my research, I found out they had over a 90% return to work rate, and not just return to work, but return to work successfully. For me, it was really just kind of death by 1,000 paper cuts. It really started with, there was a pretty dramatic shift in law enforcement, where we were working through COVID, and then also working through the police reform movements, which really created just a lot of pandemonium, especially in my state of Washington, as far as how things were changing. It really fundamentally changed the job. It's really one thing upon another, upon another, upon another that led me to that post-traumatic stress, and which I didn't understand what was happening. And so I got just to a very, very dark place where I was just not able to function. And like my ability to multitask went away, and just clarity went away. Everything just became very gray. So I went and I saw a therapist, and through a series of meetings, my therapist recommended First Responder Wellness. They can help you kind of decompress and figure out what's going on, and that's what was said. But at that time, I heard go away to this place, and so it was daunting. It's daunting for anybody to leave your life, leave your family. Ultimately, that's what I did. It was amazing how quickly it happened. It was within 72 hours I'd gotten accepted. I got my plane tickets, and I flew down to FRW, and they picked me up at the airport. They were great in communicating. First Responder Wellness, it becomes very apparent when you're in those group settings. You're in there with a bunch of other first responders, and you realize that you're not the only one that is having these challenges. You're not the only one that feels this way. Everybody else in the room is feeling the same thing. That was critical, because you feel like there's people there that understand you. Not only the clinicians, but your cohorts. And that is what I think one of really the biggest advantage that First Responder Wellness does, is creating that environment. You've got resources. You got resources to call on. You've got resources that you learned. And that's what really helped me be successful and finishing out my career into a successful retirement. I most certainly would not have been able to accomplish that without the help of First Responder Wellness.